We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support here. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 1 p.m. sent out a bear indicator, and outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness down 42 vision, and put options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So the home run today was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 9:35 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. From that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 50% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from white with red borders to bright green bars and back down to white with red borders in today's volatility and fighting to hold support. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, back under a bear indicator today at the 521.25 area. And it wasn't the only stock falling. You also have the QQQ pulling downwards. You have Tesla here fighting to stay up, and it fell to the downside. And as you saw on that 5-minute chart, it also sent a bear indicator there popping up on the screen. And then you also have here Apple falling all day, and Netflix was the only one doing the opposite, right? It found support. It's been fighting here to stay above 622, back under a bull indicator, and keeps on fighting with that resistance up here. So lots of eyes up there at the 634 area. Now, when we go back to the SPY, we could see here within the volatility, a bear indicator on the 30-minute, canceling out that bull indicator at the 520 area. It was trying to hold support all day there, and when it finally broke, it hit new support levels, guys. And here it is fighting to get back above yesterday's low in the pre-market at 519.50. And we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow in just a moment, because the inflows need to justify that move if it tries to come back up. Now, on the 1-hour chart in the bigger picture, as you just saw, this is still fighting to stay between a red or a white with red border bar. So it hasn't confirmed just yet, but we could see here so far, if it does, a full transition has happened on the 1-hour chart, and a bear indicator popped up at the 520.90 area, something to not ignore here in the bigger picture, canceling out that bull indicator that tried to cancel the bear indicator from 521.80 area, and that's where things rejected today in the pre-market and fell all day. So I would not ignore these levels. It's going to be crucial going into tomorrow and even the rest of this week. Now, on the 15-minute chart, strong move here of a bull indicator at 520.30, hit highs up here of 522, and a bear indicator popped up in the pre-market at the 521.90 area and dominated all day, guys. But we do see here in the volatility a full transition from the rip area to the dip area, and so far trying to come back up from white with red borders to white with green borders. And the next part of that transition would be, as you see right here, the whole entire shift into red with green borders, then dark green and bright green, and a possible bull indicator to justify the move, and those inflows to follow, right? Which is what we're going to break down in just a moment. I'm going to pull up the inflows and the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, with outflows dominating all day. And once that crossover happened at the midpoint, you could see the sharp drop from 521 area to 518.50, a key support that we were watching. And then below that was the 517 to 515 area. And here it is trying to fight to stay above in the post-market hours, 519.40, right? Trying to get back above 519.50 and get back towards 520. And it's going to be crucial to not ignore how these outflows have slowed down, and they need to pick back up towards the midpoint to justify any move to the upside. So on the 1 hour chart, you could see outflows dominating here since last Friday at the 522.40 area, and outflows have been below the midpoint all this time. And this sharp drop again, the outflows pulled away from the midpoint and dropped even further. That's why even though it turned green, the inflows were not strong enough because they're not dominating, right? It's trying to come back up, but to justify any further move to the upside, these outflows would need to cross the midpoint, and they have not. Outflows are dominating here in the bigger picture. It's going to be crucial for this to slow down and try to come back up towards the midpoint. Now, on the 15-minute chart in the volatility, you could see how in the pre-market those inflows were dominating here and picking up, but for the rest of the day and into the close, outflows have dominated, guys. And here we have it trying to pick back up with this slight move back up towards the 519.50 area from down here at 518.50. But to justify and reflect any further move to the upside and get back over key resistance levels, these inflows would need to pick up. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, and the first support level is 518.50. If these outflows continue to pull away from the midpoint and reflect that weakness even further into the 30-minute and 1 hour, the next support would be 517, then the 515 area, and below that is 513. Now, to the upside, I'm going to be watching if these inflows can continue towards the midpoint, reflect that strength into these charts, try to cross over and roll that strength over into the 30-minute. And from that point forward, the first resistance is the 521 area. Then above that is 522.50. And then I'll be watching the 524 level. That is the highest that we've seen the SPY go in the 52-week highs and all-time highs. Definitely a pivotal level to not ignore. As always, guys, these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I'll be watching them very closely here in the after hours and going into tomorrow. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.